pushed aside the white helmeted man from Kyrgyzstan to take second place. Yellow helmet of Gonzalez in third place. Uriarte pushed back to fourth.
So we are seeing more silly sort of antics in the penultimate corners.
There's another, a thinker we haven't talked too much.
Well, it was a clean getaway for just about everybody initially. The jump first of all was pretty good.
Orange helmet.
God, look at that then, Ramadipa in second place, where he finished yesterday.
I think it's back in 11th place. It's the 54 of Veda Pratama, and I can just imagine he is the sort of
good from Karpushin, but then it was Uriarte just let the brakes off. But here's what happened towards the back. It looked Karpushin ahead of him. This is a cracking race. Karpushin from pole, really showing us what he can do.
Guy who's sitting there in the middle of the pack, not wanting to do anything too dramatic, and going to wait to see how things unfold.
But like it was Fernandez who hit the back of looked like Agostinelli there, and two here in the dry today.
Absolutely superb stuff, isn't it? And Marco has gone back to fold.
Carlo Thompson's another one of those riders, I reckon, Peter. He was in 8th crossing the line, but found himself way up, taking the hapless Joel Pons with him.
Right, and obviously they all got up and got 7th place. Bennett Fernandez was up to 5th. But look at that, 3 abreast and up
front. After that, goodness me, that was, oh no, who was that? It wasn't Plonk.
Got away with it because we didn't, the situation has been cleared. That's the inside. Just talking about it was Bennett Fernandez, but of course it really isn't an overtaking opportunity.
Going wide, it was somebody else then. Could have been Singapore actually. He's down.
Good to know. Right,
so the climb up, we have Pratama in the lead then from
Unity into the left-hander, climbing the hill now, go across the top, sweeping through there all the way in
front into 7th place now. I think it was Mike Hugh, unfortunately.
Right, so down the drop,
Uriarte and Karpushin, David Gonzalez behind them as well.
Yeah, they were never fourth gear. They flick it into 5th as they go downhill, and the 32 takes the lead. Go off the waterfall. And it is Marco Morelli who has the slightest advantage. He'd have just looked, didn't he, right from the start, that he was not going to hang around waiting there. He's taken the lead, but he's already under pressure.
Takes the lead at the waterfall. That is extremely impressive. Not many people can say.
There is the 51 of our, well, he can sometimes a points leader, depending on where he's passed by Karpushin up the inside. Around the outside is Brian Uriarte to take the lead. The 51 is Uriarte.
Say that in their careers.
No, indeed. Superb stuff. He looked absolutely super confident doing it, didn't he?
Exactly, but he's not at the moment. He'll be firmly in 2nd place, finishing in a position like that. There's Pugliese then.
Karpushin on 17 in 2nd place. Veda slots in, and he's trying to take it back again. So it is Ramadipa. Yes, it's 2nd place man in
31. Has not had a great weekend of it so far. Had a very
But no, Brian Uriarte hangs on to the lead, and in fact Veda loses 3rd place. Now in the lead.
And look at the size of this group then, Peter, then. As they cross the line, how many will we have in this plus expression about him all weekend long so far? But he might well be feeling a bit happier after this. This is a completely different kind of race than we saw yesterday. Riders so much leading group now. It will be 14 riders basically in this lead group now. Morelli still leads down and towards turn 1, but goodness me, how many riders abreast do you want to be? So the fastest rider on track last time around was Ramadipa, yesterday's 2nd place finisher, the 32, up 14. So everybody would just about get a point. Ramersdorfer a 2nd adrift. Ramadipa goes in a 2nd place then.
And Brian Uriarte came up the inside from about
into 7th place, now 6th as he overtakes Carter Thompson in towards turn 1. He's just behind in that 2nd chasing group. Well, what a race we have on here with 12 laps to go.
10th place to 5th place on the brakes there into the first right-hander.
That is Morelli, look, you've got to be careful, guys. Bennett Fernandez, the number 7 for 5th place, and that was a big touch between Uriarte and...
Right, and Brian won yesterday, passing Ramadipa just at the end of the race, but in a way...
Can't let him get away. This is getting a bit... oh, big move there for 3rd place and Gonzalez.
And Karpushin it is who's taken up the lead. Absolutely superb stuff. Veda Pratama, he was almost the moral winner, I felt, of the race yesterday. Did so much leading, didn't he?
Yeah. Bennett Fernandez up the inside of Pugliese there, moves him wide, but as I was saying,
it goes inside him and up the hill. That's very very hard place to pass, but he does it. Veda Pratama.
I've got a technical problem about Ramersdorf for pulling out of the race. He pulled off at turn one of... Morelli's not a rider you want to let get away.
No, he isn't. I think Brian Uriarte has seen that. Takes the lead with a superb tight line to climb the hill.
That is extreme confidence right there for unfortunately banging his machine. He's fallen down the order, so something not right there for him, unfortunately.
And he knows it. He was around to watch Marco Morelli be so super.
Pratama, isn't it? Bearing in mind, I mean, like many of these riders, he's never seen this place before, but he's riding it like he is out of the race, the Austrian.
Right, Ramadipa. Superb at Assen, and that's why I think he moved up into 5th place and is now up into 4th place. He doesn't want to see Marco.
He's ridden around here a million times. That was supreme.
And Brian Uriarte leading as he did yesterday, and there is the number 5 of Leo Ramersdorf. Morelli disappeared, just as you said, Matt.
Well then, up the hill we come.
It's gone from 1st to 4th.
Well, looking back down the order then, where are we?
Pulling off the track, most unfortunate. Very, very rare technical difficulty.
Once again, then it's going to be left and flick it right down the waterfall. How fast can you go through? Yeah, Thompson 6th place, Benyat Fernandez is ahead of him in 5th. Ramadipa and Singapong 7th and 8th.
Difficulties with the KTMs, they are so...
chains
broken. Change broken.
Ah, dearie me. Got to do here. Well, look at that. Look at the gap forming. I mean, Morelli's not hanging around. I'll be very interested to see the lap times this time around. Danish watching our series leader. He's up into 9th position. Guillaume Plonk, yesterday's podium finish.
Yeah. So, now let's see. Uriarte will be late on the brakes here. Close up on that leading tree.
Down in 10th place. Daniel in 11th.
And Ramadipa there has gone inside Brian Uriarte. The 32 of Ramadipa has the advantage. But there's the yellow helmet of Gonzalez. So he comes out of the corner. The leading trio still have the advantage. Marco Morelli over, but it's not granted to take 4th place, I think. But it's still Veda Pratama that leads, but only just. It's up the inside. It's
can't push in. Can't push in.
On the white helmet, Capuchin takes 2nd place. Green there, so that doesn't matter. Marco Morelli has the advantage. Keandra Fadifa, the map from Gonzalez. They spread out across the track. Oh my goodness, it's so tight. But Veda Pratama has the advance.
Capuchin pushing them out the way. Good stuff from the Kyrgyzstani riders. Ramadipa,
and who finished 2nd, who did all the leading yesterday, is in 2nd place.
These three absolutely.
Capuchin back into 2nd place, ahead of number 11 Gonzalez.
Danish has moved up another, absolutely drilling it now, Peter. They are over a 1/10 of a second quicker, maybe even 2/10 or 3. Still leads the way into the final corner then. Look at this enormous leading group, Peter. It's full of spots, Peter. He's up into 7th place now. There he is in the middle of this shot, just behind Fernandez there.